You're talking about on page 20, correct?
Sure.
Verse 213, which is on page 19.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. And it gives the reference to the book of John, the first chapter, the fourth verse.
Sure.
Go say, so then you are another person, as in John, the first chapter, the fourth verse, of the same Bible, with light, and their meaning of light is bright, fire, pale, not dark, and relates it to the life or the living. All right, now, we would understand that this would be the triple stage of darkness. And the Who is God scroll, and remember that was on the beginning path, that was put out in 1994. That's where the master, Malachi Kobina York, explained to us the triple stages of darkness at the first level. So the first stage would be in the shadow hour, when the position that we're on the planet Earth, turns away from the sun, but the whole key is the sun is always shining. That's the first degree of darkness. The second degree of darkness would be when we go outside of the seven spheres that was created by the Nesbiru from the Rainbow Project, and you have the blackness, or we refer to as the inky blackness in outer space. And that's created by the sun's dying, creating a black hole, and that's the second darkness. So this here would be the third degree of darkness, a form of spiritual darkness. All right? So in verse 213, it goes on to explain 214. So they relate light and dark to living and dead. Verse 215. So when you see negroid, negrus, nigger, it means negative dead or stop growing in. Negro is nigger or omega, or dead end, or death, which is another way of saying ignoramus, or negro, dead, necropolis, the cemetery. So when non-man grew the universes, okay, so 217. So the suns, okay, and these are the different points of the suns, Anun Ray, Atum Ray, Atun Ray, and Amun Ray, of our females and males. So when you see Atun, the counterpart of Atun would be Anun. And then Amun, the counterpart of Amun, would be Atum. Mm-hmm. All right, so in the darkness, all right, of the sun, as Anun Ray, that would be from the female, because all came out of the darkness. Okay. And then so the counterpart of that would be Anun, the counterpart to the male, because remember, both at that point in our cream history, there would be no gender whatsoever.
True.
All right, so no gender whatsoever. Or the same way when we say Nunet Nun, mm-hmm. or He Het He, mm-hmm. Kiket Kek, mm-hmm. Even Amun and Amunet, or mm-hmm. Niu and exactly. The ancient way we would say it, that's really one being as neutral gender, but is referring to the male and the female principle, as it's dealing with here, the male and the female principle as the balancing point, the counterpoints.
That diagram that is drawn under Amun Ray, what that represent? You see, there's a drawing.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, underneath Amun Ray, because the sun is coming up, actually from the darkness. Okay. From the darkness, or as the sun is appearing, it's going in a counterclockwise motion. The counterclockwise motion is the true direction of non-ether. The clockwise motion would be 6 ether. So when you recognize Amun, yes, counterclockwise would be 9. And remember, as we were originally taught, how Nibiru crashed into one of the planets in the solar system. Nibiru was traveling in an AM, which is 25,996 years from the Earth, but it was traveling in counterclockwise motion, 920, I'm sorry, counterclockwise motion. And the Earth was rotating in a clockwise motion. six ether that makes even this planet Earth 6 sextillion ton emanate a sex frequency. So that's why you have the spell of six ether is actually in the atmosphere itself.
Okay, and the
result.
reason why Amun-Re and Atum-Re is half.
It's represented as the sun is appearing to rise and as the sun is appearing to set. And so even Atun, that's referred to as the unique one, or it's referring to the sun in its full disk. But the counter to that is the disk of the sun in darkness, and that would be Anun, or the black sun, Anun Re.